Today on Wide World of Stocks, we focus on the industry that has created more wealth for more investors than the top three industrial industries combined. It's the biotech industry. Let me take you back to 1980, just 30 short years ago, when a small, unknown company called Genentech, with just 11 employees, went public in a tiny $35 million offering. Fast forward to 2008, the company grew to 11,000 employees and a $46 billion market value, creating thousands of multimillionaires along the way. Well, the excitement of biotech plays hasn't stopped, folks, and today on this show, we have Roland Perry, editor of the highly respected Biotech Stock Review. Roland and I will be covering the top performing biotech companies in 2010. Roland and I will also be sitting down with the CEO of VRAL Genetics, symbol VRAL, which has recently announced that they have entered into clinical trials for a new cancer treatment at the world-renowned Scott & White Hospital. We will also take you to Temple, Texas, to Scott & White Hospital, to get a behind-the-scenes peek of VRAL Genetics' lead scientist, Dr. Karen Newell, hard at work developing what many believe are some of the most exciting advances in the treatment of autoimmune diseases. And in our New to the Street segment, we'll introduce you to three companies which recently went public, companies we believe could be under Wall Street's radar. It's an action-packed Wide World of Stocks, and it all starts right now. Good day, everybody. I'm Damon Roberts, and welcome to another edition of Wide World of Stocks, scanning the globe in hopes of discovering the next huge mover that's only being held back by their inability to gain visibility on Wall Street. This show is all about the vision to recognize undiscovered talent. Information is the investor's best tool when it comes to investing wisely, but accurate information about microcap stocks may be difficult to find. All right. Let me bring in our chief analyst for Wide World of Stocks, and that's Mr. Roland Perry. Roland's been on Wall Street for 35 years. He's head of research at Institutional Analyst, an independent research and IR firm, and he's the editor of the National Stock Review. And Roland, welcome back to the show. Great to be with you. And today we're focusing on the biotech industry, a $50 billion a year industry, and an industry that's probably made more millionaires than probably any other.
Damon, you could be right on that. If you look at just the top 5 largest biotech companies in terms of market cap, that would be Amgen at $53 billion, Gilead 29, Celgene 26, Genzyme at $18 billion, and Biogen at $13 billion. You have a combined market value of $136 billion. That's a staggering, even hard to comprehend number.
Absolutely. All right, so let's take a look at the top 5 performing biotech companies year to date. I see the top performing company on the Biotech Stock Review this year is Exact Sciences. Not exactly a household name. Tell me about it.
Exact Sciences, symbol EXAS, has been on tear this year. Let's take a look at the chart. The stock has traded from 2 to 7, a gain of 250%.
What can you tell us about Sequenom besides it being up 142%?
This is another beautiful chart, Damon. Sequenom, symbol SQNM, is in the red-hot molecular diagnostics sector. As a rebound story, the shares got blasted last year, dropping from $30 down to $2 and change on news that employees had mishandled test data for its promising Down syndrome test. We predict a bumpy ride from here on out, as can be expected with a test which has street estimates approaching $1 billion.
Wow. So what do we know? Let's move on to Gentium Spa. It sounds like a men's club, first of all, but I see the shares have traded from $1 in March to over $7.
Yep, she's up better than 500% from its March low. Symbol is GENT. Gentium is an Italian-based company whose shares took off on massive volume back last March and April. Now, very interestingly, the company has the potential to be considered undervalued. This is a term not used too often with biotech companies, as they have a market cap of $100 million, recently turned cash flow positive, and is forecasting $30 million in revenues for 2011.
All right, Roland, Insight Corporation. What are your insights here?
Damon, this probably has one of our favorite charts of the top 5 performers. The shares are up 124% in the past year with no wild swings, trading from $6 in early November to a recent high of $16. Currently, there are 10 firms covering the stock, all rank it as a buy. We'll see how this pans out later in the year, but certainly from the sidelines.
Okay, and finally, we have Prolor Biotech from under $1 to near $7. What's moving this stock?
Prolor has a market cap of $320 million and no approved drugs. This is a good example of investing in a company with favorable early FDA stage results, meaning investing while the company is in stage 1 or stage 2 trials. That and reports from the company that current global sales potential for its products are estimated at about $3 billion annually.
Wow. All right. Thanks, Roland. Well, there they are, folks, the top 5 movers in the biotech industry. And when we get back, Roland and I will introduce you to a company that could very well make that exact list. An exclusive interview with the CEO of what could be the next big mover in the biotech industry. That's all next, right here on Wide World of Stocks.